Hello, Viva la Minecraft world. This is Josip, and I am the owner of the server. So basically, we've been having a few issues with residents. A few people just don't understand how it works. I'm here today to explain in a video how it works. Alright, so I've quickly marked out a square. Now, it doesn't have to be marked out like this. It can be any shape you want. It can be pretty much any shape at all. So you want to grab the corners of it. So if you wanted to grab anything within this area, within this square, you grab the left corner or the right corner with the left click of a wooden axe. Then grab the right corner with the wooden axe. Once you've done this, it will automatically mark out this cube. I can show you this by just using World Edit. Don't worry about these commands at all yet. So this, just notice how I changed that entire thing with the wall command. This basically just filled it in. So now, let's say I wanted it to go higher, not just the lower ground. You have to now go up with manually, like this, to go to the exact location you want. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks high. Then you would want to mark with your left click and then your right click the same locations basically, but this will grab the height. So now, to give you an example, you'll see it automatically created these walls and to that maximum height. It's not below the ground at all, but it is to this. So now I'm going to undo that, and now what you need to see is this is kind of a slow way of doing it. There are a few other ways you can do it. Now the other easiest way is you do /res select expand, but you need to be looking in the direction you want to expand it at. So look in the sky. So you do /res select expand, and let's say we want it 10 high. So you just do that, and now it says expanding up. So if I wanted to now maybe create the area, it would create it 10 up, and it would create that all. But if I was looking down and did the exact same command, expand 10, it would grab it 10 below. It can also work going this way, but I don't know why you'd really want to bother, to be honest. You could theoretically do it a few different ways to calculate exactly how much you want without having to measure it out. I would not suggest doing it. But anyway, now this is 10 down, 10 up. But let's say you wanted it all the way to the sky. You could just type in a random number, say like 3,000, and it'll grab it, and it'll grab it to the bottom. But the easier way to do it is /res select vert. What this does, it grabs the minimum point and the maximum point. Okay, you notice now it says your selection is expanded to the highest allowed limit, which will automatically do it for you. That's 128 up, 128 down. So that's going to cost you a fair amount of money to do as well, but it's a nice easy way to protect everything. So say you wanted to see how much this will cost you. You do /res select size. Alright, now it says land costs $269 for that amount of land. You've got 3,840 blocks within there. You can see the Y size, and you can see the Z and X size. So basically, you know it's getting everything. So now that it gets everything, you want to create this area. So to do that, you do /res create, and then you need a name. Don't add a space in the name. I don't think special characters work. Don't worry too much about the name. It's just a way you can recognize it. Maybe something short so you can quickly type it out. Let's just do test1. So now it's created it. It's charged $269 to my account, so it's minus that. And basically, it's created this area. If I hop in this area, it's going to say I'm in the area. Notice, welcome. If I leave, I'm out. Now I'm going to quickly swap to another account to show you what happens to the area. Alright, so now I'm on another account, and you can see the areas here, and when another person enters, it says welcome. An admin can destroy your area if they wanted to. They could destroy it. They won't. Trust them. If not, report them. But anyway, so this person's on creative that I'm on right now, and if I destroy a block, it says I don't have permission for this. So the block will come back. So if I keep destroying, it will come back. It takes a second because of a bit of a lag, but it gets there. Say if I destroyed something outside, oh, it's permanently gone. Okay? So that's one thing. It will protect your area. Also, the person cannot ignite in your area. It cannot set off TNT. These are all set by default. You can change the defaults with flags, which I'll be explaining a little later. Okay, now we're back on this account. So what we're going to do, we're going to set a flag for that area for everyone. And what flags are basically limitations of what you can and can't have in there. You can stop monsters spawning if you wanted to. You could stop creepers exploding. Now there are defaults. The defaults for the world are different to the defaults in your area. So remember that. You can check on the website vivaminecraft.com and you will find all the defaults for a flag as soon as you create it. Build and use are set to false, so people can't use any of your equipment. They can't build anything. Container is set to false. That means they cannot search through any of your things, even if you don't have a lock it sign on it, like a private sign. It will just prevent them from looking. PvP is set to false. No PvP. TNT is set to false. That means it can't be ignited. It can be placed, but it can't be ignited. But because they can't build, they can't actually place it. But if you've placed it, they can't set it off. Creepers are set to false. They'll be there, but the thing about the creeper is it won't do any damage when it explodes. It'll just kind of disappear. Flow is set to true, which means water will flow in your area. Ignite is set to false, as is fire spread, which means you can't set any trees on fire and this fire won't spread if somehow it is set on fire, perhaps with lightning or something. Now, you, as a creator of the residence, you automatically have the ability to build, move, and use. And you can ignite and you can view your own containers. You can change that for yourself, I think, if you wanted to, but you're not going to. But, so now we're going to look at flags. There are a couple types of flags. The main flags we're going to look at today are group flags, player flags, and regular flags. Regular flags apply to everyone, group flags apply to groups, which by groups it means ranks. So builders, guests, mods, VIPs, everything. Okay. Player tags, flags, sorry, are set for particular players. So if I wanted to prevent Tom Zerd from entering this area, we could. So let's actually do that right now. So you can find a full list of the flags on the website, but this will give you a basic idea of how to do it. Just do /res pset. So that means player set. That's a player flag. Then we're going to type in the person's name. So type in their name, and then you need to pick a flag. So we're going to pick the ability for move. Okay? So move, and then we're going to set it to false. When it's set to false, it means he cannot move within the area. So now that's set. Oh, my mistake. I've got to set a name. Okay, so you do pset, and then you need your residence name. Test 1 in this case. So whatever you named your residence, you place it there. Then you place the person's name, and then you place the flag, which in our case was move, and you set it to false. Just add spaces, that's all you really need to know. So, now that's done, notice we can actually physically move around the area. Now I'm going to quickly jump over to the other person, and here you'll watch and see. I try to move within the area, but I automatically get ported out. Oh, and it keeps porting me out. It's a little laggy, and it's also because of a small area, but it means they can't do anything within the area. They'll just get taken out. Alright. Alright,